Hare Krishna. So we will proceed on our journey with the second verse of 5th chapter from Bhagavad Gita as it is. The Sanskrit verse is as follows. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sanyasah Karma Yogascha Nishreyas Karao Ubho Tayostu Karma Sanyasat Karma Yogo Vishishyate. The English translation is as follows. The personality of Godhead replied, the renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. But of the two, work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work. Now some people argue the world is a place of entanglement that needs to be renounced to attain liberation. And others argue that our duties in this world are ordained by God. By doing these duties responsibly, we can please Him. Now both sides can quote scripture to bolster their point of view. Indeed, the Bhagavad Gita commends both such paths as conducive to transcendence. While the Gita recommends the path of engagement, it refers to the path of renunciation, respectfully deeming its proponents wise. Such opposing arguments about engagement and renunciation are not counters, but are counterbalances. A counter-argument aims to refute the original argument. A counterbalancing argument, on the other hand, aims to restore the balance by presenting the other side of the story. Confused? Counterbalancing presentations can be seen in the paths stressed in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam respectively. The Gita is primarily world affirming, whereas the Bhagavatam is largely world renouncing. This difference demonstrates how in different contexts the same spiritual principle can have differing, even opposing applications. When Arjuna desires to renounce the world, the Gita urges him to act in the world with a devotional mood. In his circumstance, with he being the foremost warrior on the side of virtue, he can best contribute by fighting to establish the rule of dharma in the world. On the other hand, when Parikshit is cursed to die in 7 days, the circumstances are far different. With Kali Yuga imminent, the king, who has lifelong held that age's influence back externally, can now best serve the world in another way. He can demonstrate for all people the best process of holding Kali's influence back internally by absorbing oneself in hearing Krishna's glories. By thus seeing varying scriptural stresses as counterbalances, not counters, we can detect the underlying consistent purpose that harmonizes apparently contradictory scriptural injunctions. We will discuss the third verse in the next episode. Till then, Hare Krishna.